In this video, I will give you a crystal clear understanding of what LinkedIn ad strategies and tactics are working in 2023 for companies with a SaaS business model, specifically those that are selling their products to other businesses. I've been running LinkedIn ads for over 6 years now, mostly working with tech and SaaS companies based in the US like Cloudflare, F5 Networks, and Kinetics. And right now in 2023, as I make this video, there are 3 specific tactics that stand out from the rest as they almost always deliver consistent results for SaaS businesses that I've worked with. Now, your current sales generation process likely follows a standard flow where your leads, regardless of where they come from, are being routed to a BD team, and they're tasked to set up a demo call with clients. And to get these leads, you're likely already using a mix of marketing channels and strategies, including producing content like white papers, comparison guides, ebooks, and other gated assets to capture leads. Now, the most common approach for LinkedIn ad success is to amplify those content assets with ads to reach new audiences and then drive them into your sales nurturing process. Now, the other common approach is to directly just message the prospects to book a call and to capture those who are in market who are further down their buying journey. Now, as you can understand, strategies and tactics don't always work the same year over year, as LinkedIn ads as a platform has gone through immense changes, and audiences also have been really saturated with content marketing pieces these last few years, which is why it's so important to keep a pulse on what's emerging so that you can ensure your team is being smart with your paid media investment. So let's get into the 3 main tactics that are punching above their weight class in 2023, and make sure to watch till the end as I have a bonus for you. Now, the first key tactic driving lead generation performance on LinkedIn is sponsored content in the feeds, but not all of the formats are performing as well. So for those who are unaware, sponsored content ads in your feeds are those ads that you see when you're scrolling on your desktop or mobile LinkedIn newsfeed. Now, these ads can come in a variation of ad formats such as a single image ad, a video, a carousel, or one of my favorite and the newest format, document ads. Now, I really like document ads as a format as it will showcase 3 to 4 pages of a gated asset such as an ebook or a white paper to tease the content and drum up interest from prospects. Now, the ad format also prompts the user to share their contact info to unlock the full document. And as you can imagine, once a user is hooked, they're just way more likely to download the asset. Also, these document ads can be connected to the native lead generation forms, which open instantly within the LinkedIn ads platform and dynamically pull firmographic details from your prospects, saving them time and reducing friction, which leads to better form completion rates. Now, one best practice to keep in mind when using document ads is to make sure that the first page of the document ad has an attention-grabbing headline, so please avoid any generic document titles and aim to hook your audiences with the benefit of consuming the content. Also, you want to have your headline copy framed from the perspective of the key benefit to the target audience, that key insight or idea that will leave them curious to access the entire document. For example, if you're running a cybersecurity company and you're pushing out a white paper and your research contains an approach that reduces the total number of security threats a company can face, then pull that out and use that to hook users early on. Now, outside of that specific ad format and speaking more broadly with your sponsored content ads on the feed, that's where you're going to get the highest volume of active users on LinkedIn, which is why you will see the greatest amount of scale to capture new leads. So sponsored content with document ads is a killer combination in 2023 for SaaS businesses. Now, the next key tactic working very well for SaaS companies in 2023 is in-mail message ads. Now, if you're an active LinkedIn user, these are the messages you receive in your inbox on the left-hand side of the panel. Now, they're mixed with messages you're receiving from other members who you might already be connected with. The difference is that it's going to say sponsored, and that's how you know that it's a paid ad. That said, this placement should not be treated with the same strategy being used in your sponsored content campaigns for the feed, as these ads, they're just in a more intimate space for LinkedIn members and should be reserved for more strategic use. For example, if you're targeting high-level decision makers within an organization and you have an upcoming VIP dinner or an exclusive event happening in their city, maybe around a trade show or some related industry event, this is a great opportunity to leverage this tactic and reach out to them. Now, I just want to again emphasize that it's crucial that you get the incentive right here, as you know, especially when you're dealing with more of a senior audience. You want to acknowledge their position and to make sure that you're providing them a lot of value. Now, another popular approach that works well for in-mail message ads, and I've actually been on the receiving end of these messages and I've been receptive to it, it's letting your prospects know that you have a new product or capability that's being developed for their space to solve a problem, and then crafting your messaging to ask them to get on a call for feedback on the problem solution alignment of it. So, when executed properly, in-mail ads can be very effective. Now, those are two good starting points for reaching those high-level decision makers to pull them into your sales nurturing process with LinkedIn, yet there's more to know. Now, one of the great things about LinkedIn in-mail message ads is that the open rates are incredibly high. And the users engaging with your in-mail message, they're going to do so with 100% share of the screen, as there's no other ads and there's no clutter from any other LinkedIn posts. So once they enter your message, they're engaged. And this results in a more impactful ad impression and a higher likelihood that they will engage with your message and your business. Now, one last thing to sort of prep yourself for any LinkedIn in-mail message ads is that they can be a little bit pricey. Typically, I've seen message ads run between 3 to 4x higher than the standard sponsored content ads on the feed. But to be frank, due to these really high open rates, this cost often is easily offset. That said, it's important for you to factor in the cost of running ads on LinkedIn and expected returns into your demand generation planning. And so I've put together a LinkedIn ads B2B CPL benchmarks one-sheeter for SaaS companies, and I think you're going to love it. It's going to be linked below in the description, and I'm going to break out the cost per leads for B2B advertisers currently running ads for both top of the funnel downloadable assets and a breakdown for advertisers who are running campaigns to generate meetings and demo calls. Now, for our final tactic that is driving phenomenal performance in 2023 for SaaS advertisers on LinkedIn, I want to draw your attention to in-mail conversation ads, which is an evolution of in-mail message ads that we just covered. In-mail conversation ads are essentially a dynamic version of the message ads, as you can build a chatbot style experience that can personalize the interaction between you and your prospects. Now, this personalization often results in way better results as you can align your message to where your prospect is within their own unique buying journey. So let me crystallize this with an example. Let's say your goal is to generate qualified leads to book demos with your sales team, and a senior decision maker is your target audience, and they see your message, right? Now, they are problem aware, but they're not yet ready to start speaking with vendors. And so if you were using LinkedIn in-mail messages, message ads, you would either send one of two communications, either something to, hey, book a demo, we can help you solve a problem, or you would send something related to a gated asset that will allow your BD team to nurture that contact later on. Now, with conversation ads, in contrast, you have the ability to create awareness of what you're solving and have multiple paths that a user could follow. So for example, you can push them to a case study on your website, or if they want, they can download a gated asset, but you can also have a link for them to book a call if they are ready to do so. And it's this personalized experience that makes the conversation ad format so impactful. You know, it brings a lot to the table, and lets you really engage with audiences regardless what stage they are in their funnel. Now, one pro tip with in-mail, regardless of which version you're using, the sender of the message is a critical piece for performance, and it will likely default to somebody with the right permission setting at your company, but you can change who the sender will be. Now, for SaaS businesses, it is typically best practice to have someone from your C-suite to be the sender, and that can be modified depending on the context of the message. So for example, if you're asking somebody to come to a VIP dinner, maybe it might make sense to have your chief revenue officer or the CEO be the sender. To contrast that example, if your funnel strategy is from the lens of generating prospect feedback on a product, and then maybe having your chief product officer or an SVP from your product team would have greater contextual alignment to that, netting in higher conversions and more cost-effective leads. Thanks for watching the video, and if you're looking to scale your demand generation program and have a customer lifetime value of at least 25K, then we should chat. Book a call with me via the link in the description, and until the next video, peace.